Hello and welcome to Why Does This Exist with Nick Nash, your host, and on my right, Douglas Branscombe and Helen Blakehurst.
Hello.
Blankhurst.
Blake. What's your name?
It's fine, whatever.
Blake
Let's
Ford.
carry on.
Welcome to the first episode, 2016's New Year special.
Is it a new year?
Well, we're talking about the previous year,
Okay.
2015.
Oh, yeah. This episode, I guess we're going to talk about 2015.
Yeah.
With our expert film reviewer, Doug Branscombe, and Helen, your area of expertise.
Nah. Just stuff.
Stuff.
Stuff. I'm a stuff person.
And,
Okay.
And well, your expertise as well.
My expertise, of course, is heavy media culture and
Politics.
politics. Syria, an expert on Syria.
We're not going to talk about
So
Syria.
we'll jump straight back into the past with 2015 films.
Cast your mind back.
A
to the
big
distant
year.
land.
Distant.
Oh, fuck. Amazing.
It was a long year.
Amazing.
It was 365 days of,
Oh my, that's
of
too
film.
much. Too many days.
Film
Imagine all those days.
Fantasia. We all know the first film that came out, the big opening to the 2015 year.
Was it Taken Free?
I can't remember.
That came out like early. Was it Paranormal
was not the
Activity?
first
The next
Good
one.
on. That one's there.
The yes, the first film was of course Pinocam, a very well-known film, an action romance written by A. Heyman Kumar.
That was really well known. I did not
Oh,
know.
it's the dude, the Kumar dude.
It's so well known.
Harry and
It's
Kumar,
got 2
the monkeys.
pages on.
It's got 2 sentences
Two
on
lines.
Wikipedia.
Did it
Best
do
film
well?
ever.
Oh, it's got a soundtrack.
We'll skim over that one. We'll move on to the next well-known film, which was of course Ex Machina. And this got my own award, Nick Nash's award, for best movie title poster display.
Wow.
Assless thong.
Which was quite close. Her ass, which I thought was quite.
It's not sexy. It's a robot.
That's not really sexy though, is it?
I mean, it's a sexy robot, but it's not a sexy.
Well,
It's not even a sexy robot.
Well, come on, you could like.
No.
Wasn't
I'm
the
not
plot?
seeing that.
Wasn't the plot designed that she was built to be?
No,
I haven't seen this.
No,
film.
we're talking about the poster, I think, because I haven't seen the film.
I haven't seen the film.
I think. Isn't it to do with like there's a dude and he's like, "Yo, I'm going to see if my robot's real," and he tests it on a man, and the woman is a robot. Did that make any sense?
The Turing test.
Yeah, the Turing test. It's got Oscar Isaac. Oh, it says it there in the poster. He was in Star Wars.
Okay.
And Drive, and he's Apocalypse as well, and stuff like that. And coming up, that's a better poster.
If we look at all 2 posters, the most prominent feature
It's her ass.
is her ass.
That is just ass right there. Close up.
Looking straight at the poster, if I haven't seen this film, which I haven't,
Right,
entirely honest.
guys. 10 out of 10 for that ass. What would you say?
For the ass itself,
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
well, it's gonna be cold and metal, so I'm gonna give a. It could be like a radiator in there, like a heat, because it has to be realistic, doesn't it? So if it's a Turing test, you're just talking to it. You might go, you can describe an ass really well, but you have to kind of put it to
Give
the
it a
test.
number. Give it a number. Just by looking at that ass.
Well, I don't know if it's hot or cold.
I like how that's a deciding feature.
If it's boiling, it's too hot.
Well, she's got electronics in her, hasn't she? So it's going to get warm.
Why does it matter? Just look at the bum and tell me a number.
Because I might be like, that's a good looking ass, but cold.
If
I don't want to go near a cold
if
ass.
well-known Playboy bunny Amanda Cherney was in a freezer, then her ass would also be very cold.
But then I don't want
But
to go
it'd
near
still be
it.
a good
It'd
ass.
be too cold. Plus, if she's in the freezer, she might have vegetables attached to it. Plus, I'd be more.
Vegetables in the
Vegetable ass.
freezer.
Anyway.
I do.
Yeah, that's the first big film. Have you seen this film, Doug?
No.
Have you seen
Nope.
Ex Machina? You haven't.
I wanted to see it. I really wanted to see it. It looked great, and I didn't get around to it.
You haven't either, Helen.
No, I haven't seen it.
Right. Well, that was my first. That's the first film down.
Yes, we're doing well.
We did it.
On to the
So
next
well.
film.
Is it Taken Free?
No, it
What's
is.
your obsession with that fucking film?
I haven't seen it.
Did you see Shaun the Sheep movie? Because that came out this year.
No.
A popular TV show shown on CBBC which originates from, of course, Wallace and Gromit, Nick Parker's
Yes.
legendary animation.
Yardman,
I remember the
Aardman
hype.
production.
His second
There
film.
was hype.
There was hype. Well, maybe it was just my friend. Because when it came out in Bristol, they put Shaun the Sheep all over Bristol.
Yeah.
And she went and found like 50 different Shaun the Sheeps all over
Jesus.
Bristol.
That sounds like a Bristol thing.
Yeah.
Well, when the film came out,
Yeah.
because
Just
we had
randomly
this in
all the week.
Salisbury. We had all the bus stops and all the buses plastered.
Yeah.
And if you got the
Yeah,
If
there
you
was
got-
huge hype.
if you got the angle right on some of the buildings, all you'd see was Sean's head kind of floating above
That's
the
amazing.
buildings on
Yeah,
the
there was
bus.
loads of hype for it. How did you not? How did you miss this?
Was I in Plymouth at the time? I must have been, yeah. When was
Yes,
that? When was that?
well,
January?
it was 2000.
I don't need to know the date, actually.
Yes,
yeah,
January
sure.
was
No, I
January,
didn't see
yeah.
it.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see the last Aardman
I was
film.
gonna watch it and then
I
I
like
didn't.
the Aardman stuff. I was watching Chicken Run the other week.
Okay, let's try this the other way around. Then, what was the first film you saw this year, Doug, in the cinema?
Was it that one?
It was that one.
It was 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey. Okay, 50 Shades of. Ooh.
It made a lot of fucking money. It made like $1 billion or
Made so
something.
much
I think.
money.
It made like at least 20 quid off us.
My favourite part of the film was when we were watching it and he was
I know this is.
he was in his helicopter.
Oh, was
and
that
we
your favourite?
No, not helicopter. It was he was about to show her to the room and we went, "Come to the Batcave."
Oh, because we kept doing Batman stuff, didn't we?
We kept
'Cause he's
taking
in
him-
He's like, I'm in a helicopter. Batman, or
Batman,
whatever.
I'm in a helicopter.
I'm going to say the bit where they shag for the first time, and it has like the romantic pose of him leaning there,
Oh yeah.
and the moonlight shining through the window, and he just goes, "Yeah." it was
Gotta
fine."
admit though, he
was
is
fine.
fucking hot. He
Hey,
is hot.
Christine.
Cri-
They picked a good guy.
Jamie
What's his
Dornan.
fuck his
Jamie
name?
Dornan.
Christine
He's
Grey.
hot. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Christian
the
Grey.
character. Yeah,
Christine Grey.
Christian
isn't it?
Christian.
Christian Grey.
Christiane.
I haven't read the
Christiane.
book or the film
I've not read the
because
book.
when
I've read
it
the book
came
and
out,
seen the film.
when the film came out and when the book came out, I
I'm
was
the
underage.
female here. How have I not read the book and you have?
Because I just wanted to know.
Was it good?
Did you
I
read
don't
it to John?
remember.
Was it John's bedtime story?
Oh, I didn't know. Most of the pages are missing in that.
Oh, that's great.
I remember reading it, and I remember taking a long time to get anywhere, and then I forgot how it ended.
It was a pretty crap movie, though, wasn't it?
And then I remember watching the film being, I've read the book, haven't I? I was like, I know what's happening. And then I remember at the end going,
We did spend
I
most of
I have seen this film. And then at the end, like a week later, I went back and was like, what happened in that film?
we
I
spent
don't
most of it
remember.
laughing though. We were spending a lot of time laughing at the film.
I remember there's a bit in it where he goes into the red room, you know, the sex room,
The Bat Cave.
and has all these like whips and everything up, and I don't know, pepper
Salt-
shakers. Yeah, we go.
Salt shakers.
And I remember looking, and I remember pointing, going, "What the fuck is that doing there?" And we were with another person. She went, "Oh, you haven't seen that before, Doug?" But it was a music stand, and I couldn't get my head around why it was a music stand in the pain room.
Pain room.
Maybe.
But he's
plays
meant to be.
jazz
It's meant,
in there.
isn't he meant to be really classy? Isn't he
Yeah.
meant to be really
He's
BDSM in the
super
boring way? Where
Is he
kind of
classy?
all-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't
he
come
is.
across that.
He's
No.
a CEO of a major corporation. or
But there was a
something,
bit
isn't
where he was like, "Oh," she was like, "Oh, show me your worst," and he whips her like 6 times.
Yeah, it was
Like,
a
is
bit-
that your worst?
And then she's like, "I'm going away now."
I'm leaving.
It wasn't a good film.
No, it wasn't very
It
good.
wasn't terrible.
You-
It wasn't my
so
worst
what?
film.
What does it get? How many shits would you give out of 10?
How many
How
shits
many
that
shits?
ring? 3.
3 shits.
I'm going to
Three
give it
shit.
a 3, a solid 3.
You can
dog
count the
shits.
shits on one hand.
Yeah,
That's how bad.
That's
it
how
was.
bad it was.
I'm both
Okay.
of them.
Yeah.
What about you?
I-
What did you think about it?
I was underage when the book and the film came out, so I haven't seen either.
She could even snuck in.
Fully legally. Well, I suppose if I'd gone with Lizzie and a beard, I might have been able to get it.
I went with Lizzie.
Yeah, we went with Lizzie. We went with Lizzie, yeah.
Oh, she said she didn't see it.
Yes.
That's awkward. On record,
She didn't want
Lizzie,
to buy a music stand.
Lizzie said that she hasn't seen it. I went to see it with her friends.
Oh! I feel like we might have been causing a domestic.
Yeah, that's a
5
big
minutes
one.
into the podcast, one relationship done.
See how many we can ruin by the end of the year.
So yeah, I haven't seen it, but I hear
Hey, Danny Elfman did the music.
I hear the music. Yeah, I hear.
Elfman's great.
Well, one of my friends who is gay, who will know who he is because he's one of my only. Actually, no, he's not. Said the soundtrack is very good. One of the songs by Beyonce.
Oh, fuck
think-
no. They're boring.
No,
All right,
the songs
well-
aren't great.
Your friend's an
maybe,
idiot.
Maybe if
Okay.
you're gay, then maybe, but
I have a friend who likes a soundtrack,
I'm joking.
but she's a woman.
I'm joking.
Okay, next film. What was the next film you watched?
I watched Chappie.
Chappie. What happens in Chappie? I haven't heard of it. Have you heard of it, Doug?
Yeah, it's by Neil Blomkamp. He did
Okay.
Just Stick 9.
It's about a robot. That's it.
Have you ever seen the movie Short Circuit
No.
from 1980? It's amazing, right? The robot doesn't rap, but he joins a gang in the second one, Short Circuit 2, called Los Locos. I watched some of this over Christmas, by the way.
Okay.
Anyway, in the first one, he is made a robot by a man pretending to be an Indian. That's a real thing. And he's like, number 5 is alive! And he starts running around and he learns and stuff. And then
Yeah.
the government comes after him.
That's basically what Chappie's were, isn't it?
And everyone I know said, who knows what Short Circuit 2 is, and Chappie has said it's just a remake of Short Circuit 2. But in
Oh,
South
I didn't know
Africa.
that.
It's not meant to be. It's just a very normal story.
Basically, this guy makes a robot and it learns.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's not me being
Well,
racist.
I
the
didn't
main
even
character
realise.
from Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Also,
know.
the villain from The Last Airbender.
And
If
some-
you want to reference that.
and some weird band.
Is it?
Yeah, they're actually band. I can't remember
Ninja is the name of one of the people. I think that's the woman.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of their band, but it's
They're
a
really
legit
weird. They're a
band.
weird band.
Yeah,
They look fucking weird. They're in it, yeah. And also Hugh Jackman.
huge Jackman. Yeah, he was he was pretty rubbish, to be honest.
Was he?
I don't think he was very good in it.
I love Hugh Jackman. He's good in
Yeah, but
everything.
he wasn't very good in this one.
He's really good in...
Les Mis.
I was going to say Kate and Leopold. It's a movie from like the 90s where he time travels. And
Yeah,
falls
no,
in
he
love.
wasn't. He wasn't very good in this. I don't think. Yeah, I think the acting in general in this film was pretty. wasn't
The
great.
Garden of Eden is missing you.
Is she actually?
Moving on to our next film, which is, of
Furious
course,
7.
Fast and Furious 7.
It was so good.
Actually, it was just called Furious
This-
7, wasn't it?
It was actually called Furious 7.
It
Get
says on Wikipedia, it says alternatively known as Fast and Furious 7.
right. Wow.
And if we just say Furious 7, some people might know that it is
Yeah.
the... Because a lot of people skipped out the middle 5 films because they were
Was it any good?
awful.
It was a great film.
Was it?
I love Fast and Furious series. I fucking love it. It's great.
Have you seen them all?
Yes.
I haven't
them
seen
all.
any.
I've seen them all. Love it.
The first film is very famous. No, I'm thinking the first Mission Impossible.
Oh my god.
The next film on our list...
What? Why are we skipping Furious 7? It was a great film.
Yeah, that's my
okay.
opinion.
Helen's...
Vin Diesel. Yes. Hello. Right.
So what happened in Furious 7? Is it like the other films?
There was a bit, right, where he drove a car from one skyscraper to another and it was great.
So he jumps a gap
Yeah.
between...
Skyscrapers.
Do you know where it's filmed?
Oh, wait, are they in the
No.
skyscrapers or are they just on like the
No, they're
ramp on
in
the
the
ground
skyscraper,
floor? Just
and
checking.
he drives out of one to the other.
Why?
So it goes out the window into another... Oh, right. I thought you
Wait.
meant across the top.
Wait, why?
YOLO.
Yeah, is there actually any point to
It's
him?
the seventh one. They're running out of ideas.
Yeah. YOLO.
Is this
That's
the
all
one?
it
Is it the one with the air
No, I think
airfield?
that was 6.
That's
That was 6.
incredibly
Oh, this
long
is the one
airfield.
where Paul Walker died, isn't it? He dies.
They do a good nod to him in it at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
they
a
just
really
go-
nice little
they
tribute.
Yeah.
They get his corpse and they tie it to the back of the car and they just drive off in the sunset.
No, don't you fucking diss Paul Walker.
Did he die? Is Paul Walker dead?
Yeah, he's actually dead.
That's how he died. He did his own
not how he
God.
died.
He did
His
his own
own
stunts.
stunts.
Yeah.
At least he called that on camera.
Oh my god, I can't believe you didn't know he was dead. I'm
I don't know
really
who he
upset.
was.
The only
So.
reason I know who Paul Walker is because he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone likes him.
Well,
now
I
he's
didn't
dead.
know who Michael Jackson was until he died.
I don't know,
I had
welcome,
vague...
but can we welcome the extra voice?
Oh
of
yes,
this?
in the background you may have noticed another female.
Give her a
Hello!
full name.
This is
Eden.
Eden.
She's our guest.
Eden,
Special
second
guest.
name.
Eden Whiskey Thief Burden. Is that her name?
That'll do.
We got a guaranteed
Is there anything
audience
else?
for this
Anything else
podcast.
about Furious 7?
No, it's fine. We can move on.
Okay.
But
I'm
no
upset.
one-
I
no
don't
one-
want to talk about it anymore because I'm
no one-
upset.
like,
that
no one
the
asked my
you didn't
opinion.
know who he is.
Oh, what was your opinion of Furious
Didn't
7?
see it.
You
Next
didn't
film.
see it. The next film, which Doug and I have seen, is Chichak Man 3. And it was it's a superhero film, isn't it?
What are we talking about?
Doug and I went to see it together, Chichak Man.
Oh, it's
you
amazing.
Guys, that's cute.
We went to
It's
see
a
it.
Malaysian film.
Yeah, it's
Aw.
Malaysian. It's
Tell us the plot. Tell
Oh,
us the
yeah.
Tell
plot.
us about it.
So essentially,
Don't spare the details.
essentially, Chichak Man. There's 2 films before it.
This is the third one.
It wasn't that great, to be honest. It wasn't as good as the first 2, which we also saw together
First one
back
had
in
only
2006
5%
and
CGI.
2008. And
As a
essentially,
soundtrack?
Chichak Man he's dead. Everyone thinks he's dead, and he's gone and buried. So they bring in a new superhero, who is called Super Bro, who fights against lesbian, gay, bisexual, and trans.
Say what? Why have I not seen this film?
LGBT terrorists.
LGBT biased terrorists.
Oh yeah, they're anti that.
Yeah, and he comes into the city. Everyone's like, "Oh, everyone is talking about Super Bro," and he's introduced to Chichak Man's suit, and he doesn't fit into the suit comically. He's too big for the suit, and he makes it look stupid.
Why have I not seen this? It sounds great.
It only made. It costs like 4
4 million
Malaysian
whole
dollars.
ringgit.
Sorry, that's the Malaysian currency. And it only made 1.25 back.
Yes.
In its own country
Wow.
The first week.
Good effort, guys.
We've definitely
Good effort.
seen this film.
Yeah.
I feel like we should swiftly move on.
Swiftly,
Please.
Moving on to the next big one, which is poking out of me: Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron was not as good as the first one, but it's
Is
Avengers.
that your official?
That's my official.
How many shits would you give the first film?
8 or 9?
7,
Yeah.
maybe 6.
Okay.
I'd say 8 or
Bloody
9.
hell. Doug's okay.
That was alright.
And the second film?
Remember that time we watched it
6 or 7.
and Natalia fell asleep?
No.
And then she went out the room and she came back and she was like, wait, there were aliens in this film.
Oh yeah.
The last
Okay.
20 minutes of the film,
Yeah.
she didn't know what was going on.
I have only seen the first film.
Have you not seen Age of Ultron?
Well, I seem to remember I was going to go see it with a certain someone who then didn't go and see it with me.
Yeah, she watched it with us.
Is this the person who went to see 50
yeah, I
Shades
think
of Grey
she-
without
yeah.
you?
I think she did actually.
Pitch Perfect 2. That's the next one on my
Taken
list.
Free. We haven't talked about Taken Free yet.
Pitch
That was
Perfect
good.
2.
Pitch Perfect,
Was it?
Yeah.
Pitch Perfect 2.
Yeah.
which came out, if I remember, sometime near May.
It was so great. But not as good as the first one, but Pitch Perfect, guys, if you've not seen it,
I've
it's
seen the
amazing.
first one.
Did you like it?
It was alright.
It's good, wasn't it?
It's
Have you
fine.
seen Pitch Perfect?
No.
Oh my god, shame. Shame on you.
I haven't seen it, and
You
I got
didn't
it.
even know who Michael Jackson was.
I got the trailer confused with
Yeah, why didn't we bother
with
you
Saint,
about that?
Saint Trinian.
St.
I didn't
Trinian's
know-
came out like 10 years ago.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
Good
No,
stuff.
the
Russell
original.
Brand.
The original came out a
He's a
lot
teacher.
longer.
Yeah,
before
it was black and white.
Yeah, it was. It was black and white. And I,
Jeez, are we still talking about this?
No, well, I was actually going to move on to how you didn't bring up. I didn't know who Beyonce was until last year.
Oh, you didn't know who the Queen Bee was?
I only learned about
Why is this a
Beyonce.
bigger deal than not knowing who Michael Jackson is?
It isn't, but he
No, I
brought
did.
it up.
I knew who he was when he died. So on the day he
Did
died,
I tell you about when Michael Jackson died? His funeral was the same day as my grandpa's, which is not as good a turnout for my grandpa, I guess. In the end. But it was. I was at my friend's house. This Russian guy called Sasha, and I can't remember what.
Sasha Grey?
Sasha Grey.
No, his name's. Oh, I'm going to butcher.
Oh,
it.
this is the Russian. This is
Alexander-
the sexy Russian man.
Alexander
Playing Rongo.
Dmitriov Luchinsky.
Oh, sounds good.
He's pretty good actually, that Granny. But anyway, so he's and he was asleep on the sofa, and I think we were watching a film. I can't remember. Me and my other friend were there, and we got bored, and we changed the channel at like 4 a.m, and it came up saying Michael Jackson's dead, breaking news. And I was like, oh man, I better wake up Sasha. So I went over and shook him back, went, Sasha, wake up! And he was like, what is it? What? I was like, Michael Jackson's dead. He was like, oh, that's good. I went straight back to sleep. There we go.
When
Pitch Perfect 2.
When Robin Williams died, I got him confused with Robbie Williams.
Oh no!
And I heard the news.
I'm loving angels instead.
Yeah, I heard the news. I thought, oh, that's sad. I know
You've got a
two
joke
of-
ready for when that happens now.
I know two of
Can't
Robbie
wait for him to
Williams.
die.
Two of Robbie Williams' songs. I thought, oh, he was a good chap. Well, and then I found it was actually Robin Williams, and of course, I saw his most famous film, Flubber.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
fuck,
I
I
love
hated
that.
that
I've
film.
heard of it.
The next
Great.
film,
He has like green goo and he plays
what's the next
basketball.
film?
the next film under the title of Romance and Comedy,
He has a sexy
is,
robot.
Is the Human Centipede
fucking
3?
disgusting.
I actually really wanted to see that because I've
Oh,
seen
it
the
made
other
me
two.
so wet.
Yeah, well,
Huh. Must be a good film.
did you see it? Have you seen?
No.
Right.
I've seen the other two. The only reason I wanted to watch the third one was because I've seen the other
You've
two.
seen the second one?
I've seen, the second one.
Is that any good?
It's creepy as fuck.
I remember watching the first one. I'm like, I'm really bored.
Do you know what the second one's about?
Isn't it a guy who... Is it really
It's-
meta? He's
A guy
watching
who's
the
watched
film.
the first
Yes,
one.
he
And
wants
he
to make the
wants-
longest one possible,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
and he
British, isn't
wanks over it as well.
Isn't he British? Isn't it a British film?
Is the evil chap British?
I think... Ask her. She's seen it.
I don't know. I've watched it ages ago
Bloody
and vowed never
Did
to
come
watch
out
it
that long
again.
ago, was it?
They're not that bad, are they?
2009, 10?
They're pretty horrendous.
They're not...
I don't really want to watch someone shitting out into someone else's mouth.
But you don't. The whole point is that they're
Yeah.
fused together.
But these films aren't...
It's romantic.
Should we move on? Should we move
I
on?
took my date to that.
This is a film that we all saw together. Actually, we all know this film. Ted 2.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
which is about a talking bear.
We didn't go.
How have we missed, like...
We don't...
Yeah, we didn't go to cinema. We didn't bother to go
Because
to
he
cinema.
hasn't seen any of these fucking films.
I missed
That's
out
a
that
big one, and that's a big
And
one.
that
We'll
was
get to
quite a
that.
big
We'll
one.
get to that one as
We'll
well.
go back in time to those two. Ted 2, which I can actually talk about. I thought it was absolute crap. I haven't seen the first film.
The
but
first one's really good.
I
when the
didn't like
first
the
one
first
came
one.
out, all of my friends said, "Oh yeah, it's a fantastic film and all this," and I thought, "You're a bit young to be saying that," because of course I was about 12 when the first one came out. I had high expectations for Ted 2 because everyone said it was based off a comic book or something. It was based off.
I don't know, it's based on a comic
I
book.
don't think it is.
Hmm.
I think they're lying to you.
No, I think it was just the brainchild of
McFarlane.
McFarlane, yeah.
Okay, well whatever. I thought it was absolute shit. I thought it displayed Comic-Con conventions very badly.
Oh, it did. That
Why
was
did you have such strong opinions to this shite film?
It's the only film I've seen. It's the only input I get. All
Jesus.
fucking podcast.
He's on the lightning round.
No,
Right,
I thought it was
okay.
good. It wasn't as good as the first one, but
I just can't handle.
they used a lot of jokes that they'd used in the first one, like in the second one.
I just
So-
don't really like American comedy, to be honest. I prefer the Malaysian stuff. I thought that was really good quality. Right, yeah,
Mark
there is
Wahlberg was in it, which is great.
there is one
because-
film. Which
Have you
is-
seen The Happening?
No.
Fuck me, we have to watch The Happening.
Alright.
It's so fucking bad.
Really?
He's so fucking bad in it.
Oh, but Mark Wahlberg.
No, he is. He talks to a plant. And he goes, "Oh, I don't want to scare you. Oh, I'm just going to use the toilet and go and get out of here." And this is a plant in the corner of the room.
Wow.
Is it a comedy?
I don't know. It was advertised as a horror film.
Oh god.
It's by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, that explains everything. That explains it all.
I love that film. There's a bit where they're running away from the wind.
Oh my.
Spoilers, the wind's the villain. You think I'm fucking lying? That's the plot of the film.
There is actually from an economical point of view, there's quite a big film on this, which is Jurassic World, which of course got #1 highest grossing film of all time
No, it didn't.
when it came out.
When it came out,
Oh. Alright.
Which
Then
said
that got
it
smashed.
did.
it did.
Who smashed it?
Well, hold on, we'll get to that.
Titanic.
We've got to listen. You've got to listen to the podcast here, that, or people will just turn off now if they haven't already.
Yeah, so Aiden, skip
Calm
ahead.
your tits, Eden.
Alright, I'll wait.
Jurassic World, which had Chris Pratt in it.
Oh my, don't
Best
even get me
known-
started on Chris Pratt.
Best known for his works in I don't know if you've been in.
Parks
He
and
was
Rec.
Parks and Rec.
I don't
Parks
like
and
that
Rec.
show much. I
It's
started watching.
awful.
Which
It's terrible.
which
So bad.
which
Hold on, you told me to watch it.
Yeah, because Lizzie told me to watch it.
Yes, which
we're
Lizzie-
blaming, we're blaming Lizzie.
forced me
Whoa.
to put an episode through. I showed Lizzie In the Thick of It, which is a political comedy
I'm
based
not going to
in
get into that.
England, and she showed me Parks and Rec. She said, "Oh, you like Parks and Rec?" And I hated it.
It's horrific.
The only good bits of that
A Chris Pratt
is
bits.
Chris
He's
Pratt
the only
bits.
good bit in
He's
it.
the only good
I've
bit
watched
in
like almost the first series. I'm like, it does get good, right?
He plays a disabled musician, if I remember correctly. That's the only thing I
Yeah.
can- yeah.
Did
Chris
he
Pratt.
scrub shoes or something?
Yeah,
He is
Chris
pretty
Pratt,
funny, actually,
Chris
yeah.
Pratt's pretty gorgeous. Just putting
So,
that out there.
Jurassic World. What did you think?
I'm still thinking about Chris Pratt, Soz.
What do you think about Chris Pratt in Jurassic World?
He was
Gorgeous
really,
man.
he was really good in it.
He was
actually,
good.
he was good in it. Yeah.
Would you say it was his prime role so far? Considering he was in
Wanted,
Avengers,
where he gets hit in the
Age
face
of,
with a
Age
He
of
wasn't in
Super
that.
Galaxy Man.
He was in Guardians of the
That's
Galaxy,
the one, Guardians of the Galaxy.
which was a great film. I think he was probably better in that than Jurassic World.
Okay.
But that was a less serious role. I think he was very good in Jurassic World for serious.
Have you seen Jurassic World?
No. Yes,
Right,
yes, I've
moving
seen
on.
Jurassic
Oh.
World. I've not seen
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, not seen that.
Okay, I have actually noticed on your list.
Hold
I've
on, you didn't
seen-
ask me. I didn't see it. Next film.
I have actually seen the one above it, Inside Out.
Inside Out.
A comedy made by Disney Pixar,
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah.
And I can tell you what it's about. It's about 4 different coloured, well, they're 5.
It's
Five different coloured aliens that live inside everyone's head. And they represent different emotions. There's anger,
Sensuality,
sensuality,
sugars, carbohydrates, and
lust, lust, and gluttony.
Envy.
and envy. And they go on an adventure through a young girl's mind.
and give us schizophrenia.
Pretty much, yeah.
I didn't see the film. Is that what happened?
Pretty much.
And they, yes.
Did you ever see the film Osmosis Jones?
No.
It's pretty good. It's about a white blood cell who's Chris Rock, and he's like a cop inside of Bill Murray's body, and it's a cartoon, and it's fucking great. And he has to hunt a disease in the body,
Wow.
and people say Inside Out's a rip off of that.
Oh, okay.
Incredible.
It's really good. I got it for £1 in a Poundland.
Wait,
on
interesting
VHS.
note. Someone has cut out all the emotion bit from Inside Out and just like strung the film
Only the
together
human
for
bit.
the human bit. It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
So why didn't they just do that? It would have saved money.
It would have saved money.
time.
It would have saved time. It was a nice little
Lots of
15-minute
colours.
short about a girl who moves house and runs
Runs away.
because she has a bad time with her fam.
No, bad time with the school, isn't it?
And the
And the
school,
hockey and
yeah.
all that. My favourite character,
Spoilers.
notably, is the dog at the very end.
They just
do you
hit
remember?
the dog with the
No,
car,
no,
and despair's like freaking
There's a
out.
dog. There's a dog.
Sadomasochism in the head's laughing. And he goes, that's where she starts to develop the film.
Yeah, that
And
was
he
my
ruined it
favourite
for
bit.
me.
I'm pretty
Have
sure
you
I
not
don't
seen
remember
it?
that
I haven't
part.
seen it.
Whoops.
I watched
It's
it.
at the very end. It's like a credits thing, I think.
I'll just watch.
I watched it not legally.
We'll
That's
we'll
very
cut
correct.
that
That's
bit.
very correct.
We'll cut that bit.
I'll just watch the 15-minute short.
Yeah, watch the 15-minute short and you will find all about.
I don't want to watch
Let's go.
Despair.
Do you want to?
What's the next one?
Should we talk about Ant-Man?
Yes. Let's talk about Ant-Man.
Good
That's right.
film.
Very
Very
superhero
good
film.
I think it was alright.
It was a refreshing take on.
Was it?
It was refreshing because
it's the
it
same
was-
plot as Iron Man 1.
yeah, but it was funny. It was nice.
Hold
It
on,
was
okay.
while we're on this, what superhero films come out this year? Let's put them all up. There's Age of Ultron, Ant-Man. Is that it?
Yeah,
Chico Man, or whatever it was called.
No,
Cheetah Man
he's not
came up.
included.
Cheetah Man.
that's about it.
Uh,
It's mainly been TV shows this year.
Yeah, because they had
superheroes.
the Daredevil and they had the
Jessica
Jessica Jones
Jones.
TV
Yeah,
Arrow,
well, when we talk
Flash.
about later on in the past, when we talk about this year, 2016,
Oh, Jesus.
then we'll be able to get into all because there's a lot coming out this year, aren't there?
Yeah,
There's quite a few coming out this year.
loads.
So the choice we've got for best superhero film are Cheetah Man, Ant-Man,
Cheetah Man
and
3.
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
I'm going with Ant-Man.
I'm going with Ant-Man as well.
It was good.
Because I had those Edgar Wright sort of moments, because it was meant to be, he was meant to film it. Edgar
Hold
Wright's
on,
the guy
hold
who
on.
did Shaun of the
Didn't
Dead.
Birdman come out this year?
No, that was the year before.
Oh,
Good
I showed my
film.
knowledge. I didn't watch that.
He did
either.
make that film. Did anyone see the film The Revenant? That's also by that guy. And it's got Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy.
It's not come out yet.
It's out, I think.
Really?
I think it came out.
Revenant's
It's already
out.
out in America anyway.
Yeah, it's out. It's on Showbox.
Oh, want to see that.
But it's
Bit
a,
of Leo.
Other
Yeah.
illegal
apparently there's a
streaming
scene in it.
apps are available.
There's a scene in it which my friend, he's seen it illegally too, I guess. And he said there's a bear that tries to rape Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I've
Pumped
heard
for that
about this.
scene.
I cannot
Good, because
wait.
I thought you said I was lying.
Yeah.
One of you said that sounds like a gimmick, and I was like, no, I hope that's
No,
it.
no, true.
Yeah, I want to see Leo get raped by a bear. And I want him to
He
get the
deserves
Oscar
an
for
Oscar
it.
You
that.
better, you
Yeah.
better get an Oscar.
You always
for
get
it.
remembered as being the guy who got raped by a bear and then won an Oscar.
God damn it.
Hold on, Leonardo DiCaprio won an Oscar.
He hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
Oh.
I'm saying,
Hopefully-
he said, I hope he gets
Oh,
raped by
right,
a bear,
okay,
so he
okay.
can get the Oscar.
The next film has Helen's favourite
My bae.
man,
Ever.
Who?
Tom Hardy.
Oh my god.
And the next film is, of course, Legend, which is about Will Smith in a post-apocalyptic world
And he gets
where
a
he,
robot.
where he befriends a dog.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. And then he has to kill the dog in a
He has
lab.
to, yeah, he has to kill the
Tom
dog.
Hardy photos. And he's got, like,
Yeah, that's...
and his
Did you
dog,
like Legend, by the way?
I've never seen it.
Haven't you seen it?
I've seen the trailer, and I picked up that from the trailer.
Oh, I went...
Because
When
I remember, I
Five.
thought this looks a lot like Fallout.
I think I remember seeing a film in the cinema, because that's what you do when you're at the cinema.
Yeah.
And there was a trailer for I Am Legend, and it came up and it says, I am Legend. But some dickhead in the back of the cinema went, I am gay. And some people went, and I was like, that wasn't even witty. And that's how I always remember
did he
that
laugh at
film.
himself?
Oh,
Did he
I
chortle
I think he
to
did.
himself?
Him and the three other Neds. It would have been Neds and Chavs.
Was Tom Hardy in Mad Max?
He was Mad
in
Max.
Mad Max.
Which also came out this year.
Hold on, we're talking about fucking Cray Twins film.
Yeah.
Not I Am Legend.
Oh, Legend. Yeah. What?
Come on, Legend.
We haven't talked about it. What did you think of Legend?
I loved it. I thought it was fucking brilliant.
What did you think of it without Tom Hardy in it?
I think it was crap. No, I'm joking. It was actually a really good film. I think the way they used Tom Hardy for both twins was brilliant. It was great.
Okay, so what's the plot? In a nutshell, with no spoilers, what's the plot?
Just say Cray Twins.
Cray twins
The
and
Cray
their
Twins,
life. If you know about the Cray twins and their life, then that's what the film
a
is about.
famous London
Gangsters.
twins, twins, gangsters. For our listeners across the pond, who were known for their brutality.
Belgium.
Yeah,
they were kind of
Cornwall.
immortal.
In place those people in Cornwall don't know, London's a city. They're a big.
They were
place with
they were
lots of
infamous,
people.
infamous gangsters.
Yeah.
Very mean men. My mum told me not to be like the Cray twins when it came up in church. She
Really?
said, "Don't
Jesus
be like the Cray twins."
Christ! You
But-
went to church?
yes, I went to church for
But one
8
of
years
them
of
was
my
like
life.
super intelligent.
Yeah, they were very clever.
Very
Wasn't
clever.
one of them gay?
Yeah.
Right.
It was about
how many
man-sucking
shits?
cock.
How many shits? 9.
Not bloody